Parang
YouTube,
marami
wow.
tayo. Okay, thank you so much, Dawn, for being here today. So, hi everyone, I'm Kathy, a healthcare VA. I recently started my job with a client from Denver. I work as a hospitalization assistant or care coordinator. So, today we'll be having Dawn. He's a brother and a churchmate from my ICOC QC sector. I honor him and his wife in, serving the Lord in the church. So especially when I visited Dumaguete in on their anniversary. So today I want to first share why we are having this interview and the birth of Thrive Freelancing Academy. So after a series of challenging client interviews, a turning point emerged. In that moment, I felt a strong calling to mentor aspiring virtual assistants. My vision is clear. Families thriving in their homes, enjoying meaningful time together and pursuing their passion. To realize this vision, I founded Thrive Freelancing Academy, dedicated to empowering individuals to build successful remote careers and achieve that home centered lifestyle. So, this session, we will be featuring a distinguished virtual assistant who will share his professional journey and insights, aiming to empower students within the Thrive Freelancing Academy and other aspiring VAs. So, as I said, I'm honored to introduce my churchmate brother from ICOC QC sector. I've been privileged to witness his and his wife's dedication to serving God through the marriage ministry. And so he is a highly experienced client support expert with over a decade in the BPO and IT sector. He leveraged data analytics to enhance customer relationships, focusing on customer centric interactions to minimize churn and maximize brand loyalty. His current roles involve managing customer support and online presence for an e commerce store at CWix, Amazon, and a medical spa including social media content creation. He is also highly motivated to learn new technologies and consistently deliver excellent client services. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Don John Rubio from Dumaguete, Philippines. Yay!
Hello po. Hi,
Okay,
Strive. Thank you for having me po.
sure. So first, please tell us something about yourself outside of being a VA.
Outside of being a VA, well, actually, I'm not exactly a VA right now. So my main job is like corp remote work. But yeah, I have had clients back then and continue to have clients every now and then as a freelancer. So but yeah, outside of being a VA, I'm a father of
Mm.
one kid. Uh, he's 5 years old,
Wow.
and what's this? Besides doing freelancing or VA work, I also help my wife with our small business, which is our own home branded pastry cakes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cakes.
so these are the things that I do outside uh, freelancing or VA work. So yeah.
Mm-mm. There's some issues with your sound, like we're losing you sometime, like cutting in and out.
Mm,
If you can like fix your mic, yeah.
sige, wait lang.
Okay,
Palitan ko ng
so
mic.
can we like dive into the questions about how your VA journey started? So first question,
Hmm.
can you walk us through your journey of landing your first virtual assistant or home from work job? What steps did you take to get there?
Actually, I think it's in QC. So yun, that's where it started. So if you remember, Kuya Jed Morilla,
Yes.
from QC, so he was the first one to introduce to me, yun nga, yung Upwork. But actually, I've learned about Upwork way back when it was starting pa. Because
Mm.
we've been in the industry for a while na, so we actually see all the other opportunities about outside the typical BPO office-based work, diba? So my Outdesk back then, and then Upwork, sila pa yan eh, back then eh. So
Mm.
I did not join the bandwagon back then
Mm.
because I'm actually a corporate doggy. So I prefer
Mm.
to be in the office,
Yeah.
especially during that time. Pero times have changed, I'm sure.
Yes.
Manila's become worse. So at
Mm-hmm.
some point, back in 2016, 17, 16, ganun. Um, Ayun nga, I was introduced by Kuya Jed into remote work. So that was
Yeah.
the first time that freelancing. So that was the first time I was given tasks to
Mm.
complete. O, di ba?
Awesome.
As a freelance, as a VA, pangit pa ng computer ko. Tapos so back then we would work in McDonald's lang. We'll bring
Mm.
our own internet source kasi
Yeah.
the place where we were working, wala namang free Wi-Fi, so we had to bring
Mm.
our own. So that's where it started, basically. What steps? I would say it's more about your experience, prior experience talaga sa other work. So I'm not. I would recommend that you would have some sort of a BPO or call
Yeah.
center experience before, alam mo yun, trying to pursue a VA work. Kasi
Mm.
as a call center agent, you are exposed to multiple skills.
Yeah.
Some people call center agents as
Yes.
super agents because they do a lot of things, di ba?
Super agents.
Yun eh. That's where you start. You get to learn multitasking, although it's not exactly that, recommended.
Mm.
Pero you get to learn so many things side by side, and then you get to handle pressure. So I
Mm.
would say that's where it started. That sparked the whole thing because of the
Yeah.
prior experience. So yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. I believe like mostly recruiters would ask if you have BPO experience. That's the
Yeah, that's
topmost
right.
requirement if you want to be a virtual assistant. And it's a very fast-paced industry, right? With
Yes.
clients just giving you tasks and wanting you to like have the report right away to show them that you've done your task. So thank you. Next question. What were some of the biggest challenges you faced during your early days as a VA or virtual assistant? How did you manage to overcome these obstacles?
So when I got interested sa freelancing was, I think, around 2018. Yun talaga yung entry ko eh. What I did was, so like I said, I was not born as a VA.
Mm,
After BPO, I was recruited to join remote work companies. So that's how I landed my non-office job. So
mm,
I was a remote worker. And then since I'm at home, ayun nga, you have plenty of time naman every now and then. So you get to learn other things, diba?
yeah.
So my biggest trigger was um, uh, back in, I think, mga late 2018.
Mm,
I started looking into the freelancing market, and
yeah.
I was like, okay, they were looking for some really specific stuff. I'm like, I don't have this skill. I don't have this skill.
Mm,
How do I apply for this? So ganun. So what I did, so that was the biggest challenge. I didn't have the skills that were required for freelancing work. So what
mm,
I did first was I enrolled into this cheap VA school that
mm.
would certify me for a certain skill. Back
Wow.
then, I tried SMM. So my initial skill as a
Social
VA
media marketing.
would be social media management. Ayun. So and then after finishing the course, which I just worked on it, ano lang, part-time lang. Like,
Mm-hmm.
syempre, may anak ako, and then we have, syempre, nasa bahay ka and stuff. So you get to
Yeah.
do a lot of things. This is the challenge of working at home. Eh. So, yung mga idle moments ko lang, that's when I go to the course kasi it's a self-paced course.
Yeah.
So you get to do it on your own pace, 'di ba? So I did it in my idle times lang. Talagang basa ko ng isang module and then that's it. Next day na
Mm.
naman kung may opportunity. Actually, that course was supposed to be finished in 7 days. I finished it in almost 2 months.
Okay.
So yun
Mm-mm.
siya. So I guess that's where it started. You have to be open to learning new
Learning.
skills kasi you will never have everything that would be required.
Mm.
At some point you will be asked for something that you really don't have. So you have
Yeah.
to be ready to learn. Ganun.
Awesome. Yeah, I also see with some professionals or even those that are undergraduate with the eagerness to learn,
Mm.
they're able to really
Yeah,
get in the
learn
VA job
something. Yeah,
because
that's
they're
true.
really open to learning. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's
Number
true.
three
That's true.
question. What tools or resources did you make sure to have in place before starting your work as a virtual assistant? Were there any particular software or skills that proved essential?
Um, uh, so tools, resources, definitely you need a good quality laptop. Yan, yan yung una kasi if you're say you have a job, so back at my time, I have a job talaga. I have a remote work
Mm-mm.
job. They provide me with the computer. So I use the computer na provided nila for their
Mm.
job. Eh, hindi ko naman pwedeng gamitin yon for my freelancing stuff, di
Yeah.
ba? So you have to have your own device talaga if you wanted to pursue something like freelancing or VA work. So have a good quality computer. It doesn't have to be brand new. Ayan.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be brand new. By the way, on the side, I'm also before I worked as a call center agent after graduation, I've already been into computers. So talagang
Yeah.
mahilig talaga ako mag-tinker ng mga
Edge
computers
mo
and
na
stuff.
siya. Mm.
So when I joined and I had the need to have a computer, alam ko kung ano yung bibiling ko. I don't have to spend that much. I started with a second-hand old
Mm.
ThinkPad that's I think worth mga 4 or 5 thousand pesos
Yeah,
lang.
yeah, yeah.
That's where I started. And then, ano yung mga tools yung mga tools na kailangan mo, almost always you would need a good quality webcam kasi yung
Yeah.
camera built-in on laptops, they're not really good quality. So,
Mm.
even high-end laptops, they don't necessarily have good quality webcam. So, buy a separate webcam. Yun, dalawa. You don't need to have a headset yet if you don't have the money for that. As long as you have a good quality webcam, yung webcam na yung magdadala ng microphone mo. So that's good.
Mm-mm.
So other things, siguro software, as far as software is concerned. That's why it's important that you have to have some sort of call center experience if you
Mhm.
want to be a VA. Is because you'll be interested, exposed to those software. So I don't know what kind of support or call center available sa area ninyo. So siguro merong Amazon dyan. So you get to learn about
Mm-mm.
AWS, you get to learn about the Amazon platform, e-commerce. Yun eh. You need those skills. You
Yeah.
need those software na i-expose sa'yo ng call center. Doon mag-start
Mm-mm.
yun kasi you will not have um, maybe you can at some point have the opportunity to open or access these certain software on your own, pero they'll be very expensive because most of them are enterprise
Yeah.
based. So, yun talaga yung recommended the call center. Pero if you have to be on your own lang, ayaw mo mag-call center, then you have to really purchase these things. So maybe you have to buy your own subscription for Canva, kung gusto mo
Mm-mm.
graphics,
Mm-mm.
maybe Adobe Photoshop, ganyan. Sa akin, sa experience ko, I'm a specialist. So, because I have exposure sa mga software ng SaaS, like say Zendesk, Zoho, yung mga ganyan,
Mm-mm.
paglipat ko ng VA, it's no longer, alam mo yun, it's no longer an issue kasi, yun nga,
Yeah.
may experience na ako with the software. Those are absolutely important. Kasi when the client asks you, kaya mo bang gamitin to? How about this? Do you know how to use this? Ganyan.
Yeah.
And you don't know how to use those things, yun, you
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
not be selected. Ganyan siya.
Mm-mm. Yeah, thank you. I remember I was consulting you what kind of laptop I would buy, and I ended up buying a gaming um Nitro 5 Core i5. And exploring, online applications as a healthcare VA, I see their minimum requirement is i3 and the required would
Ganyan.
be
i3,
i5.
i5.
What can you say about, I know Ryzen is like an equivalent, right? It's not
Yes, they
necessarily
are.
mm-mm,
Similar lang.
similar
Kumbaga,
lang.
magkaparehong level lang. So, actually, hindi naman particular as far as my experience with clients are
Yeah.
concerned. They're not exactly that particular. Siguro yung mga agency, yan ang medyo particular talaga. And I would highly recommend as well yung mga agencies. that hire VAs, you can also try and start there if ayaw mo mag-call center. They get to teach you certain things as well. Pero yun
Yeah,
nga,
yeah.
you have to comply with the requirements.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Initial.
um, if initial ka pa and you don't have that much money, you can always try yung freelancing community market
Mm.
and see if you can learn something. Ganyan.
Yeah, and also like there's like tutorials, right? Like if you need to know a certain software or tool,
Oh yeah,
you can
meron.
actually find a lot of resources free in
Mm,
social media.
online. Yeah,
Mm.
social media, YouTube. Pero hindi pa rin siya. Yeah, it's good eh. It's good that you
Navigate,
can
need
learn
pa
that way. You
mag-navigate, yeah.
can, oh, you can navigate. Pero iba kasi talaga yung use case eh. Say like,
Mhm.
you have a situation, you're catering for a customer, ganyan. Hindi, may limit eh. You can learn how
Yeah.
to use certain things online, definitely. Pero iba kasi yung application niya na kapag
Mm,
nagki-cater ka na for a customer or nag-a-assist ka na
yeah.
ng customer, yung context na yan, hindi mo yan ma-achieve sa tutorial eh. Although on certain things you can learn how to use it
At
definitely.
least some
Pero
knowledge. Mm.
yeah, meron you can start there absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, this would be our last question. I don't want to take much of your time. You know, it's a family day weekend and you will prepare for
Yeah.
worship tomorrow. So, as a virtual assistant who specializes in IT and operation support, what advice would you give to others who aspire to join the platform? Can you share any personal experiences or tips that help you succeed in passing the exams or getting hired?
Passing the exams or getting hired, it really depends eh. It's your choice kung saan mo gusto pumunta. It would really help to just keep applying. Yun.
Yeah.
Yun na rin yung practice mo eh. Because
Mm. You'll find your niche,
tapos,
diba, as you go along.
yeah. Kasi what's fun about the exams, you don't necessarily know how they are gauging you. So, for all you know, akala mo bagsak ka dun sa exam and then pasado ka pala, 'di ba? So, just keep trying, keep exposing yourself to interviews, ganyan.
Yeah.
Kahit suntok sa buwan, just go ahead and try it kasi you
Yeah.
get to earn some level of experience, so you
Mm.
get to gain confidence, gano'n.
Yeah.
So, as far as the exams and the interviews are concerned, no, ganun siya. Just keep trying, keep going, kahit parang palugi na or wala kang
Mm.
confident, hindi ko talaga makukuha to. Try it anyway, di ba? Kasi if you get the interview, they get to talk to you, you get a chance, di ba? And then at the
Mm.
same time, if you fail, dun sa chance mo na yun, you've learned something. Yun,
Yeah.
hindi ka uuwi na lugi eh, whenever
Mm.
you try something. As far as experience is concerned, nagpa-pile up lang yung
Yeah.
experience mo.
Mm.
About about the platform or the industry, I would highly recommend. This is something that I wish I learned when I was starting
Mm.
in the freelancing community. You need network.
Yeah.
Kasi a lot of the
Connections.
uh, network kay LinkedIn yung connections. So anyway, basta ganun. So
Mm.
you need network, you need friends, you need colleagues that
Referral. Yeah, the power of
can
referral.
refer you about a certain opportunity that they have.
Yeah.
Kasi minsan minsan ganun eh. You just need that one referral. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I was blessed to be referred many times. Pero the ones that stayed with me for a long time are the ones that I actually got myself. Pero
Mm.
I would still say na the best way or the fastest way to land something is to be in a good network. Like, know people, connect with people, ganyan, on
Yeah.
LinkedIn, or maybe you have neighbors, friends who are doing freelance work or doing
Mm.
remote work for a while na talk to them, ganun, and then ask them, uy, ano ba yung work ninyo? Baka naman you
Yeah.
can tell me about that and you can learn something about it. Yun talaga, yun yung
Mm.
sikreto. That would have saved me hours, months, and years of trying to
Looking.
apply.
Mhm.
Or, eto pa, that would have saved me thousands of applications.
Mm.
I've applied so much in my life as a VA or as a
Yeah.
freelancer, hindi ko na mabilang. Sobra,
Yeah.
libo-libo na talaga. So, but yeah, that's it. Just know build your network, know people, and then keep trying kasi you don't know, kahit bagsak ka dun sa interview, that you would learn something out of it, and then
Mm-mm.
that would help you on your next, and your next might be your opportunity na. So
Yeah.
there.
Oh, I just remembered one important question because a student of mine is insisting on applying as a virtual assistant right away, like no experience, no orientation, no background. And I was like encouraging her, let's attend first the webinar so you have a
Mm,
idea. And yes, she can actually apply, but I want to protect her from heartbreaks, like just give
ah,
valuable insights on how she can prepare herself. So the question is,
mm,
because I recently learned that even I'm in an agency, I will need to wait for a month or two to get the next client. And the
okay.
disadvantage with direct clients, you need to continuously apply because I learned that a person who was getting $25 per hour, I don't know if she still has sleep, um, needs to continuously apply because if the client doesn't like you anymore, he will just find another one, right? Like, how do you
Mm,
balance, because I was telling them that you don't um treat your virtual assistant job as a full time right away. This will be
yes.
your side hustle as you like stay
Mm,
on your main job, and this would be something you build on the
mm,
side, not really diving,
mm.
fully as VA because it's not really stable. That's the reality. What can you say about that?
I would agree. I agree. That's why it's called side hustle, di ba? Kasi you started on the side, you don't go dive into it right away unless you can afford it, 'di ba? If you have the financial means to pursue something kahit wala kang sinesweldo, why not, 'di ba? If someone is helping you or someone's giving you the allowance to, alam mo
Free
yun,
service,
pursue freelancing kahit wala kang sinusweldo. Pwede, I would say go ahead. So
but you
sorry,
have
medyo
bills.
iba yung insight ko diyan, eh, 'di ba?
Oo.
Kasi for all we know, kaya naman talaga ni agent, ni ate or ni kuya na, "Oh, gusto ko
Oo.
talaga pumasok." Kaya mo ba? Kung may financial capacity ka, go ahead.
Yeah.
Pero um, I think I would still say that the best approach, especially for those who don't have any experience at all, pasok ka muna ng call center or get a job that would take you in without experience, 'di ba?
Mm.
And then as soon as you have that job already, yung experience mo doon, you can use that in applying for VA roles. 'Di ba?
Yeah.
Ganun yung approach. Kasi nga, hindi talaga pwedeng zero. So, to all your students, let me tell you this. The freelancing game is not for newbies. I'm
Yeah.
sorry to break your heart, but it's not for newbies. You will go for applications many times wherein yung mga kalaban nyo might be someone like me who have more than 10 years of experience in
Yeah.
the industry. So, between you and me, kahit gaano ka pagaling magsalita sa interview, you will never beat me. Kasi
Yeah.
my experience will
Experience.
never be something that you can gain. 'Di ba?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
why I would highly recommend to anyone who's new in the industry or trying to pursue freelancing, go get a job, go get an experience, kahit call center lang yan. Actually, I would say, stay there for 1 or 2 years. Bakit? Kasi 1 or 2 years, pwede ka nga ma-promote eh. And being
Yeah.
promoted, you get to handle other tasks. You get to handle other responsibilities. And kapag mas maganda na yung position mo sa call center industry, say you have been a QA,
Mm.
maybe you become a team lead, pag nag-apply ka ngayon sa freelancing or any remote
Yeah.
work, na applyan mo, mas matindi na yung bala mo, 'di ba?
Pwedeng
You have
project
some sort
manager
of
ka na.
experience. Yes, yun din yung nangyari sa akin eh. Kasi before I joined the freelancing game, I was already a manager myself at some point
Yeah.
sa BPO company. So, pag join ko, hindi ako zero. That's why it was not
Yeah.
difficult for me to land jobs myself.
Mm.
So, ganun siya.
Awesome.
All right.
God
So,
also
just
prepared you, right?
parang ganun nga din kasi I prayed for it for a long time kasi
Yeah, prayer talaga.
ang sama na talaga ng commute natin sa QC back then, sa Manila back
Yeah,
then. I was
two
like,
hours.
ah, ang
With
hirap.
strangers, di ba? No
Tapos
fellowship.
hindi, at some point nakamotor na kami ni Mrs. noon para
Oh,
makaikot-ikot lang at hindi
grabe.
ma-traffic. Pero ang hirap talaga. So I was like, I was praying hard for it for like siguro mga 2 or 3 years. And
Mm-mm.
then I landed my first, and yung first ko happened to be
Yeah.
located here sa Dumaguete. So I moved over to
Yeah.
Dumaguete.
Mas peaceful
So
sa
yun.
province.
Yeah, yeah, iba-iba talaga
Yeah.
siya. So that's me, ladies and gentlemen. So
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dawn, for sharing. I know I feel like you see yourself like 5 years more than 5 years, 10 years as working from home because you feel at home. And
yeah,
as what I'm sharing, I envision families staying home, doing things together. And the church growing up with you as a parent, very visible all the time, going to church together. You're building a very, very strong family, right? So
yeah,
I just wanna say we truly hope you found this video helpful. Your feedback is important to us, so please let us know what you'd like to see in future virtual assistant training. We're excited to bring you more content, including spotlights on VAs in healthcare, real estate, and beyond. Join us for free virtual assistants 101 webinar series happening every Friday in April from 6 to 8 PM Philippine time. Plus, I'm offering personalized one-on-one VA mentoring, including resume reviews and LinkedIn optimization. So contact me for details. Thank you again, Dawn. We'd love to have you back. Perhaps you could lead a session on essential IT support tools or provide training for our students aspiring to become IT support VAs. Thank you so much,
sure.
Dawn. See you in the next video, everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you po. Bye bye.